Hi students, in this video we are going to learn about the splitting of d orbitals in tetrahedral complexes. We have already learned the splitting of d orbitals in octahedral complexes, tetragonal and square planar complexes. Now we have to learn about the splitting of d orbitals in the tetrahedral complexes. If you did not watch the tetragonal, square planar and octahedral complexes splitting, please do watch them. I will drop the link in the description box. Now coming to the splitting of d orbitals in the tetrahedral complexes. First, imagine a tetrahedron placed inside a cube. It is the cube. Imagine a tetrahedron that is placed inside the cube. Here this dot is a central metal ion. It is present in the center, and these are the ligands. These are the 4 ligands are placed, and it is a cube. Here the tetrahedron is placed inside the cube. Just imagine this diagram. Here the central metal atom, and these are the ligands. Here 4 ligands. In the tetrahedral complexes 4 ligands are present. Here the 4 ligands are placed in the 4 corners of the tetrahedron, and draw the XYZ axis. Here you can see that this XYZ axis is passing through the center and protrudes the one of the face of the cube. Here there are 6 faces of the cube. This x-axis is passing to the center and it is touching one of the face, and it is in this z-axis is also passing through center and it is touching one of the face, and here y-axis is also passing to the center and it is touching one of the face. There are the 6 faces of the cube. After this, here you can see there are 5 orbitals, no? 5 d orbitals, that is dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square minus y square, dz square. These are the 5d orbitals. Here this dxy, dyz, dxz are d2g orbitals, whereas that means triply degenerate orbitals, whereas dx square minus y square, dz square are EG orbitals. EG orbitals. But in the tetrahedral complexes we should not mention this G, we should just mention T2 and E orbitals like this. Here what happens in the tetrahedral complex means, before the approach of the ligands, these 5 d orbitals are degenerate. That means they are having equal energies. But after the approach of ligands to form the complex, after the approach of ligands to form the complex, what happens means, here the degeneracy is lost. This is the crystal field splitting. So in the tetrahedral complexes, how this degeneracy occurs and which orbitals will go into higher energy levels and which orbitals will go into lower energy levels. Now let us study. See here this T2g orbitals, that means this dxy, dyz and dxz orbitals are nearer to the 4 ligands. These ligands are nearer to the 4 ligands. See in the dxy, dyz, dxz, here the lobes are in between the axis. Here these are the lobes. Here these in the xy orbital, it is the x-axis, it is the y-axis. Lobes are in between the axis. So it is dxy. Here these are nearer to the 4 ligands. These 3 orbitals are nearer to the 4 ligands. Why? Because these are having their lobes in between the axis. But these are far away from 4 ligands. Why? Because these lobes are along the axis. Means if the axis is like this, means the lobes will be oriented like this. So these are far away from the 4 ligands. So these dxy, dyz and dxz are nearer to the 4 ligands. That means they have higher repulsions. Higher repulsion indicates that these have higher energies. While in the Eg orbitals, that is dx square minus y square dz square, these are far away from the 4 ligands. That means repulsion is less. When they are nearer, the repulsion is more. When they are far, their repulsion is less. So these are far away from the 4 ligands. That indicates that here these ligands are having lower repulsions. That means having lower energy. So when the splitting takes place, this T2 orbitals will acquire more energy, whereas the Eg orbitals will acquire lower energy. It is exactly opposite of the octahedral complexes splitting. In the octahedral complexes, what happens means Eg orbitals will have high energy and T2G orbitals have lower energy. But here in this case, T2G orbitals are having higher energy, whereas Eg orbitals are having lower energy. To understand it better, please watch octahedral complexes and other tetragonal and square planar complexes splitting also. Now let's draw the figure of this. Here these are the 5 degenerate orbitals. That means they are having same energy, that is xy, yz, zx, x square minus y square and z square. It is a combination of T2G and Eg orbital. When the ligands are approaching, these will be shifted to higher energy levels. That means the average energy of the d orbitals. Here average energy of the d orbitals. When the ligands approach the, here these are 5 degenerate orbitals. When the ligands approach, these degeneracy is lost and they are shifted into higher energy. Here indicating energy is increasing. When the ligands approach, these are shifted into higher energy levels. Now here splitting occurs like this. When the splitting occurs, here what is having higher energy? That is T2G orbitals. In the tetrahedral complexes, we have to mention it as T2. It is delta T. Here T indicates tetrahedral and it indicates the crystal field splitting. And the lower energy is acquired by 2 orbitals, that is Eg orbitals. Here is T2 orbitals, E orbitals. But in the octahedral complexes, we have to mention it as T2G and Eg. But in the tetrahedral complexes, we have to mention it as T2 and E. Here T2G orbitals, those are xy, yz, zx. Here is x square minus y square and z square. Here T2G orbitals are having higher energy and E orbitals are having lower energies. The value of T2 is, here among 5 orbitals, the value of T2 is increased by plus 2 orbitals. The value is increased by these 2 orbitals. So plus 2 by 5, it will become plus 0.4. Whereas the value, total 5 orbitals are there students, and among 5 orbitals the value is decreased by 3 orbitals. So decreasing means minus, take it as minus 3. The value of these orbitals is decreased by these 3 orbitals. So take it as minus 3. We will get minus 0.6 delta T. It is for the tetrahedral complex. Whereas in the octahedral complex, here are the Eg orbitals, and here are the T2 orbitals. It is exactly opposite of the octahedral complexes. And the definition for tetrahedral crystal field splitting is, it is denoted by delta T. It is tetrahedral crystal field splitting. See here, if what is the definition of tetrahedral crystal field splitting means? It is the difference in energy between the lower energy Eg orbitals and higher energy T2G orbitals. Just you have to write it is the difference between, difference in energy between the low energy, which are having lower energy students, that is Eg, and higher energy T2G orbitals. It is called as crystal field splitting. It is the difference between the lower energy Eg orbitals and higher energy T2G orbitals, and it is denoted by delta T, and it is the explanation of tetrahedral complexes splitting of d orbitals. Now let's take a glance that what we have learned so far. See here, it is a tetrahedron placed inside a cube. It is a cube. Here is a central metal atom, and these are the ligands. Here these ligands are situated in the four corners of the cube, and draw the XYZ axis. This X axis should pass through the center of the cube, that is central metal atom, and touches one of the face, and Z axis should pass through the central metal atom and touches one of the face, like this. These XYZ axis are passing through the center and touching one of the face. Here the the 5 d orbitals are dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square minus y square, dz square d orbitals. Here these xy, yz, xz orbitals are nearer to the 4 ligands. That means they are having higher energy. That means higher repulsion also. If it is having greater the repulsion, greater will be the energy. Here also these x square minus y square dz square are far away from the 4 ligands, so these are having lower repulsion. That means they are not interacting very much with the 4 ligands. If the interaction is more, the repulsion will be more. If the interaction is less, the repulsion will be less. So these are having lower repulsion, so they are having lower energy when compared to T2G orbitals. When the degeneracy is lost, students, when the ligands approaches the central metal atom to form a complex, the degeneracy is lost. It is about the splitting. Now coming to the figure, here you can see these are the 5 degenerate orbitals. When the ligands are not approaching, these are having degeneracy. That means they are having equal energies. It is a combination of T2G plus Eg. When the ligands approach, these are shifted to higher energies. Here you should mention energy is increasing. Here are the 5 ligands. Here it is the average energy of the d orbitals. When the ligands approach the central metal atom to form a complex. Here these are shifted to excited state, and the splitting takes place. Here these are splitted into T2 and Eg orbitals. T2 orbitals are xy, yz, zx. That means they are having higher energy, so these are represented here. That means they are having higher energy. These x square minus y square, z square having lower energies, so they are represented on the downside. Here to calculate this, here is a simple trick. Here among the 5 orbitals, it is increased by these plus 2 orbitals, so it is plus 2 by 5. Among 5 orbitals, it is decreased by these minus 3 orbitals. Among 5 orbitals, these orbitals are decreased by these orbitals, so these are 3 minus 3, it is equals to minus 0.6 delta T. Here delta T is equals to means tetrahedral crystal field splitting. If asked about the definition of tetrahedral crystal field splitting means it is the difference in the energy of the lower Eg orbitals to the higher T2G orbitals. It is the definition of the tetrahedral complexes. Here it is written as T2 and it is written as E in the tetrahedral complexes. It is about the splitting. Now the another important topic is here tetrahedral complexes energy is lower than the octahedral complexes. That is delta T delta O. Here delta T is equals to 4 by 9 times of delta O. So here delta O is having higher energy. The reasons for the smaller delta T over delta O is here in the tetrahedral complexes how many ligands are present, students? Only 4 ligands are present in the tetrahedral complexes, while in the octahedral complexes there are 6 ligands. Hence 1/3 decrease in the number of ligands decreases the delta T value to some extent from delta O value. So here automatically when the ligands are less, the energy will also decreases the delta T value to some extent from the delta O value. The ligands are less, so tetrahedral complexes energy is also less when compared to octahedral complexes energy. When considering the second point, here the high energy T2G orbitals in the tetrahedral complexes, although nearer to the ligands, they do not point directly at the ligands. Here T2G orbitals are having higher energy in the tetrahedral complexes. If even though they are having higher energy means they are not directly pointed at the ligands. Here is the orbitals. These orbitals directly do not point towards the directly do not point towards the ligands, so hence the extent of their interaction is less. So these do not interact very much. That means these orbitals, these lobes are not directly interacting with the ligands, although they are nearer to the ligands, so hence the extent of their interaction is less. But in the octahedral complexes, higher energy, here in the octahedral complexes, which is the higher energy, students? That is Eg orbital. These are point directly at the ligands. Here the orbitals, if you consider these orbitals are directly pointed towards the ligands. So these have higher interaction between the orbitals and the ligands. That means these are having higher energy. So it is also the reason for the higher increase of the energy of octahedral complexes when compared to tetrahedral complexes. First one is the depend upon the number of ligands, and second one is depending upon the interactions. And it completes the explanation of splitting of d orbitals in tetrahedral complexes, and also reasons for smaller delta T values over delta O. Delta T is equals to 4 by 9 times of delta O. Here delta O is having higher energy. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel.